Welcome to the Church of Thomas. This one is called Love or Fear, 11:20:09. I'm going to start with the 23rd Psalms because I think it definitely applies to this particular sermon. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Now, I have heard so many people say, and these are very nice people, and they are Christians, say that they are God-fearing. I have a problem with this. To be God-fearing means that you're not listening to the lessons. What you're doing is responding to possible punishment. Fear is a tool of Satan. Therefore, if you fear God, you are putting a barrier between yourself and God. If you want to be a servant of God, a better model would be that of a parent. Someone who cares about you, who may chastise you occasionally if you don't get it right, but it's to make you better. It's not for you to fear them. Anyone who fears their parent is in an abusive relationship. And I am challenging you to think of God as a parent you would like to choose, who would like to have you as their children, rather than as a parent you'd like to run away from because you're afraid of what they're going to do to you. The things that happen when you sin are a direct result of your choices. But you have just as much opportunity to turn that around and turn them into learning experiences that you can then keep yourself from doing the same things over and over again. Fear is not the way to approach God. Joy, love, respect. One of the things that I saw a while back in an article, it was that in this particular case it is possible that the interpretation of the word that got translated into fear had originally meant respect, or a version of it. So basically it has been modified in a way so that now it reads more like what Satan would have us say. I don't fear God. I love God. I respect God. I adore the things and the lessons that are brought into my life because I know God. But if I started fearing God, I'd be hiding from the very lessons that are trying to be taught to me. So I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, do you really want to have an abusive parent called God? Or do you want to have one that will comfort you in your darkest hour? Do you want to have one that when you start to mess up says, out of love? And choose that one. Choose the one that is going to be a support system for you, because you're here to get better. You're here to make the most out of your life and to learn as much as you can to help as many people as you can, to reach out and share the love that God is giving you with other people. If a minister is telling you that you need to fear God, look a little sideways and see why they fear God. maybe they're not following what God was telling them to do. Maybe they're just saying it out of rote. They're just saying it because that's what they were taught. Look beyond the words. Do you want to love God? Then you can't fear God. You can't fear something that you cannot love something that you are fearful of. God bless the whole world. No exceptions. Angel Eliza.